All right, welcome back for step 3. This is where we register to the article directories that we want to submit to. I submitted to 3 before I got my first sale. The best results came from eZine articles, but I really made a lot of mistakes, and I'm going to go over those with you. So currently I have 19 live articles, 200 and let's say almost 50 views, and 24 clicks out of those, although a lot of them don't have a link in the resource box to click to, so I really could have improved those numbers. When you're just starting, you really want to get to platinum level. You need at least 10 articles to do that, and you need 10 articles that follow their editorial guidelines to the T. So take your time. If you're going to use eZine articles, write 10 of the best articles you could ever write, and make sure they follow all their guidelines. Become platinum, and if you're platinum, you can write as many articles as you want. I am still chasing the platinum status because of the mistakes that I'm going to review with you. Here's what I learned. Read the editorial guidelines again. Unbelievably important. You want your first 10 articles to be perfect. Make sure you understand them. Proofread your articles before you submit them. Until you reach platinum, don't send visitors to a squeeze page. I sent my visitors to a squeeze page. It didn't have any additional navigation, and they didn't like that. Now I send them to a blog, and I'll show you that here in a minute, which has some navigation to it, and I use a couple other things to make sure that it's friendly for eZine articles, again, to try to get to the platinum status level. So make sure you understand the guidelines. First 10 submissions shouldn't have anything to do about sales. Just write about things that interest you and that you can write great articles about. Make sure they follow the guidelines. Go from there. Downside with eZine articles, it can take 5 to up to 10 days to get your article reviewed and up on their site, assuming there's no errors and you have to go back. Article Base is the second one I submitted to. I didn't get as good of results with Article Base, and their tracking isn't as good, so you have to use a trackable link, which we'll talk about that in a minute, but I use bit.ly, http:// B as in boy, IT.ly, and it's free. I'll put in the resource section, and you can make cloakable short links that you can then be trackable with. The review time is much shorter. It's 2 days or less. It's still a good place, and there's still a review period, a review system within Article Base. So I think it's a good article directory, but it's just not as good as eZine articles as far as the results I got. Last one is Go Articles, and I didn't realize this at first, but I realize it now. It's kind of like instant gratification. You can submit to one of these two, eZine articles or Article Base, once they're approved and out in their directory. You can go to Go Articles, and what I did was I changed the title, and once I put it in, I hit submit, and it's automatically added to the Go Articles directory. So one thing you could consider is putting something in eZine articles, and then going to Go Articles, and in the resource box linking back to your eZine articles article to try to get it some link juice. Or you can put a standard resource box that goes to your website. Couple of ideas. I think the best strategy is using eZine articles, period. If you want to consider using Go Articles as well, that's great for extra exposure, but I'll show you that I didn't really get too much exposure from the ones that I put in so far. So instead of worrying about having duplicate information out on the web, maybe it's best just to use eZine articles. Choice is yours. But my best advice is to register for eZine articles, understand the editorial requirements, write high quality articles, especially those first 10, get to platinum as soon as possible, and then start writing articles and sending them to squeeze pages to build your list and hopefully generate sales. So your action steps are, after you're done watching the video, to develop your submission strategy and register for those websites or article directories that you want to participate with. You want to write your 10 best articles. You want to send them a resource link in your resource box. You want to link to your blog. And you want to make sure that your eZine articles profile is 100% complete. Make sure you proofread your articles. You want to make sure that you're following those guidelines and you get to platinum once more. Okay, so eZine articles. You just go to the website. I'm not going to go through how to set it up. It's very self-explanatory. You can go to, this is me. You can see I have a profile, and I also have all the articles that I've written. And so if I go to my profile, you'll see my published articles, how many views, and my article niches. One of the mistakes I made was I wrote outside of my Forex niche, and for instance on this one as an example, you'll see in my resource box it doesn't send anybody anywhere. They can't click. I did it just to write enough articles to get to platinum status, but since I didn't have a link that related to the article, I couldn't send them anywhere. And so the only way for them to find me is through my actual profile itself, if they wanted additional information. On the other side of the coin, if you look at the Forex article that I wrote, and again, this is where I actually generated a sale, you'll see a different resource box. And this resource box is the best resource box I've seen. Here's the article, it ends, and for more information and a free Forex trading ebook, go to XYZ. That seems to be the best for me. I added this other information down here to appease eZine articles. Once I get to platinum status, I may or may not keep this information. Currently, this goes to my website, and we'll make sure that it actually goes, and it'll take you right here. And it takes you to this kind of mock squeeze page, but still has the navigation up top, so it still meets their requirements. Okay, that's eZine articles. Go articles. I have 4 articles live, 25 views. The thing I don't like about Go articles, or article base, I'm sorry, is that the statistics only tell you views. They don't tell you amount of clicks. If I go to eZine articles, and the back end of eZine articles, I can get my URL clicks. And that's a big value to me personally as I go through. I can also see who else grabbed my publisher's link and put it on their website. And so in this case, 2 people grabbed this article and put it on their website, which generated more views and probably more clicks. The Forex article, which is really interesting, 3 people grabbed it and put it on their website. And it's only, it's fairly young still, but it only generated 6 views so far and 1 click, and that 1 click happened to turn into a sale. Okay, so that's article base. The last one is Go articles, and in Go articles, I just took 4 of the articles that were already approved in either eZine articles or article base, and I put them out on Go articles. It's instant. You put it out there, you hit click, submit, and it comes out. The thing that you'll notice though are very few views. And so I don't know how much value that actually is. This one only has 1 view. So the moral to the story is eZine articles really is the best place to submit your articles if you want to get clicks and generate sales. One last thing that I want to show you is you'll notice that the titles of all these Forex articles are Learn to Trade Forex. This is why I did keyword research, and the idea behind keyword research is that you can get not only exposure from the article directory, but you can also get exposure from Google and things of those sort. And so you need keywords that you can rank well for. The way that I do that is I use a tool called Micro Niche Finder. It'll be in the resource box, and you can see here's the term. It has a bunch of terms, and what you're trying to find is those in green. And so I just moved the box over, and you can see that it's got 73 searches per month. So if you could rank number 1 or 2 and get exposure to 73 more clicks, that'd be of value. And it's green, which means that there's very low competition, and there's a good chance that my article from eZine eZine articles can actually rank for that term itself, for those keywords. And so I use the keyword in the title, I use the keyword in the article itself, or I try to, and then I also use the phrase in the keywords themselves. And so there's different or in the tags. And so by doing that, I'm hoping that I also get some additional exposure through Google and other search engines as well. So all that stuff will be in the resource section. I hope that this helped you. I'm looking forward to the next step. Please get busy and figure out your strategy for submission. Appreciate your time. Hope this helps you. We'll see you next time.